Hello and welcome back to another video. West Ham United 3, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0. And I nearly said 2-0. But before we get into the match reaction, make sure to like and subscribe if you are new. I didn't go to the game today due to some certain things that stopped me. But yeah, do I kind of wish I went to the game? I wish I was able to go to the game today, yeah. I do wish I was able to go. But I had to see it on just TV today, but it looked like we carried on from what we were trying to do against Freiburg, and I wasn't seeing it completely against Freiburg. I still thought a lot of it was very sideways for the sake of it being sideways. But if we're gonna play this football, we are like a right back, a striker, and a left winger away from playing to our utmost level. And I'd still say a left centre back for me. Because it doesn't have to be high risk all the time. It just has to be get the best out of your players. And that's all we've been asking throughout this whole season. So David Moyes got it spot on today, like he did against Tottenham and like he did against Freiburg. But Thomas Souček putting in some good blocks, but can he pass the ball? No. Can Vladimir Coufal use his left foot? No. Naya Fagerd played well today, but will he go on a consistent run? No. Is Paquetá better off the centre than he is off the left? You saw it today, yes. You saw it literally. He ended up playing rotated as a striker for the third goal. Little flick on. He could probably play a false nine if he wanted to. He played against Anderlecht at home last season. He was drifted off the left going into the centre, meaning we have a lack of a left side, but everyone was rotating. It was more fluid, which allowed us to play better football today. And if we keep that up for the rest of the season, I'm fine with what actually being able to enjoy football, I'll actually enjoy it. And there's going to be a change. I saw Clara and Boo say this on Twitter. There's going to be a change regardless. And Pakistan, Kudus, and Bowen, I've done two TikToks and YouTube shorts on them whether they could all play together, or whether they have to change around and stuff, and whether we should build a team around them. And these three proved today that, again, they're the ones that are going to get the goals. Now, apart from Bowen and Kudus, where are the goals coming from? I don't know. Because if you look at our top goal scorers, Bowen with 10, then it's Kudus and Antonio, and then Souček. Souček might pop up with a last-minute winner here and there. Antonio will be very inconsistent. He's not the same Antonio, and he's injured right now. We're going to lose Kudus in January due to the AFCON, and judging by if Ghana play the right squad, they will probably go all the way. To be honest with you, I don't see anyone else stopping them. We will also lose Aged as well. I don't know whether we'll lose Cornet. I don't know whether he'll be called up because he hasn't played any football. Not that it matters, because he's been treated very harsh by the manager. But yeah, it's not even about playing like good football for the sake of it and bunning off, parking the bus, etc. But the problem is that if we have these players that are more suited to playing good football, then we've got to play. That we should be playing good football. We should be trying to express ourselves, trying to get the best out of our attackers, because we don't give service. And it was a problem when it was like sitting back against Palace at home, sitting back against Forest at home. Wasn't even pressing that much against Sheffield United. Wasn't even pressing that much against Luton, like away. And I don't expect this to carry on. I expect it to go back to type one way or another. But we got to keep the way we were playing up today. Like Ward-Prowse, if you're going to play Souček, Alvarez, and Ward-Prowse, I repeat this every week. I feel like I'm doing this every week. But with Souček, Alvarez, and Ward-Prowse all play, Ward-Prowse is better in the 10 than Souček is, because we end up lumping it up to Souček. And that's why we played like crap against Burnley, etc. But when you got Ward-Prowse in the 10, he retains the ball. He's got ball retention. Like, he can link up well. Like, he did that well today. Him and Bowen played well today together. Craig Dawson was more like Agent Dawson today. He kept giving us the ball. Apparently, according to Gary O'Neill, he was ill. I understand Wolves' fans' frustrations of Coufal not getting a red card. Coufal was bad today, in my opinion. I didn't think I didn't think he had a good game at all, and he probably should have been sent off. But at the same time, them lot are now complaining about every VAR decision they have now because that is an offside. The Sarabia goal's an offside. Whether you like it or not, that is offside. I don't know why it took 6 minutes. But also, you conceded 3 goals, but you're not going to talk about that. Like, there's still 3 goals there to concede. There's still goals for you to score. Sufal should have been sent off, but come on. Let's say, it is a red card. I'll be fair, it's a red. So, it was the same as Lascelles against Fulham. That also should have been a red. But also, that the game's 90 minutes. The game's 90 minutes. And I've complained about referee decisions before. I've complained about the Chelsea-West Ham one last year, August. But since then, I've been tired of referee decisions. I haven't been like West Ham and been robbed and all this. So I will keep the same energy for my own team. I don't care about refereeing decisions because every ref is crap. So we've got, and for me, when I look at West Ham, especially isolated, there's other parts of the game where you can score goals and stuff. So that's just my opinion on that. But they changed it up today. Hwang Yi-chan played more off the right and Sarabia more in the 10. I don't think that worked. I think Hwang Yi-chan is better either off the left or in the centre, just drifting out. Instead of playing Ait-Nouri as the hybrid of a wing-back / winger, he played Bellegarde as the winger against us, and I think that kind of helped because Totti was getting exposed. But Totti wasn't just getting exposed. He wasn't helped by the fact that usually there's a Ait-Nouri, a Hugo Bueno that's there. But that helped us a lot. So when I saw the lineup, I was very shocked from Wolves. But let's talk about the goals, man. I think the first goal was when Paquetá did that reverse ball to Mohamed Kudus and he drifted inwards. And it was class, man. It was class. That ball, I was like, you're going the wrong way, mate. And all of a sudden, he pulls out this reverse ball. That's the Paquetá we know. That's the Paquetá we love. That's the Paquetá we need to see because the past few games, he has not been good. He's been shit and way below his own standards. So it's very good to see that he's putting up the levels for this game. And what was the second goal? Because it was Kudus on his right, but I forgot the corner. Because they had a corner. Paquetá wins the header. And then I think Alvarez gets the ball, he gets it back to Paquetá, and he puts Kudus through on his right foot. And Dawson can't catch him. And that was the problem with Dawson, really, where I wasn't the biggest fan of Craig Dawson. But I can acknowledge that he was very good for this club. I wouldn't say he was perfect. I was definitely a critic of him as well. But Kudus, he couldn't catch him. And Kudus went on his right foot and scored. And again, he did the exact same celebration. Paquetá joining him. It's good to see, man. It's good to see Kudus turning up for the first season. What I'm not going to do is get too carried away or criticise a man too much in their first season if you've never played in the Premier League before. Because sometimes it doesn't fulfil in the second season. But we got to build around these guys and make sure these guys are tied down to good contracts in the future. And hopefully we can build on the fact that maybe we could get to European spaces in the future as well. And we can play good football. I don't understand the fact that just because West Ham tried to play good football in the past and it didn't work doesn't mean it doesn't work now. I'm not saying play good football for the sake of it. I'm not saying do a whole this sweeper keeper, passing in between the lines to the number 6, lose the ball and the opposition score. I'm not even saying that. I'm saying get the best out of your attackers. Just get the best out of what you have. Like a bit like Eddie Howe with Newcastle. It's a variation of everything. It's not like It's not like a De Zerbi or a Bielsa, where you're just left exposed in the back constantly. And we saw it rotate a bit. We always see this happen. I don't know why this Alvarez for 4 now sub it seems to become a pattern now. You're taking off your defensive midfielder. That needs to stop. Even though we've already won the game, that needs to stop. I know he loves Ward-Prowse and Souček, but that needs to stop. Just take one of them off if you're gonna make it balanced because. Listen, 4 hours came on, and whatever, it wasn't enough time for him to make an impact. Neither it was for Mubama or Ings. Don't know why Ings is still coming on over Cornet, and don't know why he's on the bench over Cornet. But in general, we rotated, and then Kudus went in the middle, Bowen went off the right, Paquetá went in the false 9, and then he links up a great 1-2 to Jared Bowen, and Jared Bowen gets it to make it 3-0. And it was a great finish again. Like Kudus, Bowen and Paquetá, they've done really well. this game, and not even just the 3 assists from Pakistan. Like, it was just an all round very good performance. Like, from him. Like, forget even the stats. Just forget that for a sec. Just watching him, that was a very good performance. So no complaints from me. Like, no like major complaints from me. We gotta go to Anfield now, and you're gonna see the aftermath of West Ham Wolves on a Monday, and the Liverpool preview will be on a Tuesday, and then the match reaction on a Wednesday. Um, but yeah, listen, like, I don't expect us to win at Anfield, but I would like us to give it a go. I would like us to at least try and get a 90-minute draw out of it and take it to penalties at least, if you can't get a win out of it, because I know how hard it is to go to Anfield, but you gotta be ambitious. You gotta be ambitious. Leeds got. I know Liverpool were worse last season, but Leeds got the win at Anfield. You gotta find a way. There's always a way. Man United got a draw. Man United are terrible. The fact that we missed out on a chance to actually counter Man United because they drew today is it stinks. But we've got a chance to play them next week at home, and I expect us to beat them. And I know that I'm gonna get let down again, but I expect us to beat them because they're shit. I know we're shit as well, but they're shit. If we just turn up, we will have more willpower to beat them, if you know what I mean. But yeah, make sure to like the video and subscribe if you're new. Social medias are in the description if you want to follow me, the email for any inquiries, and check out my Liverpool versus Manchester United match reaction out now. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.